We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. This defense for the Niners, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Niner defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, and nothing doing on that one.
And he's going to have a Browns 1st down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Setting up a screen for Jenkins. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Sanders. And that is incomplete.
1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 22. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Purdy now to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now Purdy. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 27. An inside run with Jenkins. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The Browns had 3 and 8 on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well. Ran a perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That's good.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4.
At the 11-yard line.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Cleveland Browns.
Jenkins. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Quick throw complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. We're scoreless after 1. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Trying to hammer it in with Jenkins. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for the Browns touchdown. Quick shot Jenkins, hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns Browns post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Being chased out left. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of the first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Here's Purdy. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Purdy will look to throw again here. Rolling to his right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
3rd and 9 here. Purdy from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Sanders. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. That's taken at around the 40. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Niners are going offense, 1st and 10. At
their own 48-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Purdy looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. And it's caught. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
That keeps the score around 7, 49ers 6.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted, they would look. And it's a fumble. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Sanders to throw. He'll buy some time right. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing, Sanders. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Purdy. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I really like what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And there's a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Purdy going to give it to Garindo. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And his kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. From the gun, it's Shador. Steps away to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
36-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage.
Greg Newsome up to make the stop.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Out of the gun, Purdy. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Shotgun now with Purdy. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Sampson. And won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. To throw is Sanders. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Panther 11. 19 Lions, 18 Pioneers. Warriors 17.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Touchdown. George Kittle with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
The 49ers will...
They'll look to throw. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10.
Niners 17, Browns 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. little juke.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Now we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
But they certainly have success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 6. Throwing here, Purdy.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Purdy.
Throw over the middle, pulled in here by Farrell.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Looking to throw. Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Browns drive about to get started.
On the ground, it's Jenkins to start the drive.
He's still barreling through. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
That's good. 4A.
First down, right back to Jenkins.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. He sets to fire deep.
and that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautiful. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. To throw now, here's Sanders.
Touchdown, Browns! David Njoku, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Browns go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
He was brought down by Malik Collins.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
This a 2nd and 8. Purdy now to throw.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
The Niners on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Nick Bosa in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Sanders. He finds his man complete. It's 4th. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
19 tight. Ready? Blocking 8. Warriors 70. Panther 11. Trap 50. Trap 60. Ready?
Now Sanders. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And bulldozing his way through. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pack one of these.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Purdy. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save the timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field?
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw. Just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion. Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Y'all can't talk about Daisy. We about to know Power Rangers. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous. Don't cut the matrix. Got that touch my savior. Give me that touch of my...
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
60 Eagles. 60.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a loose football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. They'll get this down to the 38. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Seems pretty obvious defensively. Key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000.
Ready? Viking 18. Cougar 19.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.